riches of my soul. Whoa, on the hunt we live it, for the cub must learn his role, to clench all the reckless rage into control. Whoa, steel and rags all covering the shade. In the arms of the Father, marks of the history, old tales of the water, code of fidelity. In the arms of the Father, scars of a past concealed. In the cracks in the armor, brands of regret beneath the steel. In the steps and stories, these lessons must be learned. I bear the resent of sorrow in return. Whoa, gods and titans shudder at the name. In the arms of the Father, marks of the history, old tales of the water, code of fidelity. In the arms of the Father, scars of the past concealed. In the cracks in the armor, brands of regret beneath the steel, and rags still covering the shade. Gods and titans shudder at the name. Fall to the pain again. I show the fire. Cold to the rage again. Born back to the fire. In the arms of the Father, marks of a history, old tales of the water, code of fidelity. In the arms of the Father, scars of a past concealed. In the cracks in the armor, brands of regret beneath the steel. Beneath the steel.
Good morning, friends, and welcome. Oh, that's kind of loud, isn't it? Hey, welcome to yet another painting stream. This one, a very special painting stream, not because of what I'm painting, but because I have reached Twitch affiliate. I can hardly believe it. It's kind of mind-blowing that we've reached this stage in things. But here we are. I am now Twitch affiliated, which means that I've added the ability to do bits and subs and all that sort of stuff. And I'm messing around with some other sort of features for my stream. There's a lot that still needs work. There's still, I'm sort of doing a slow roll, bringing in some of the features that I want in this stream. But we have gotten to the stage where things are beginning to actually come together. God, it's so exciting. I can't believe. Thank you, chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You rock. In fact, let's test the you rock sound. Yeah, I know. Okay. I don't know if that worked. You rock, chat.
You rock.
Yeah, it worked. Oh, and my first sub. Thank you so much, Lobster of Revenge, my first sub. So that's one of the things that I need to fix right there. The graphics that show up for subs and stuff like that. That's something that I'm working on. I need new animations for those and not the sort of defaults. But wow, my first sub ever on the channel. Of course, it would be you, Lobster. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you, and thank you for being here. I have to put together something for my less tech-savvy friends and relatives, because I'm certain there are people who do not watch stuff on Twitch, but who do have Amazon Prime memberships, and I need to find a way to reach them and convince them to set up Twitch accounts, even if they don't really watch Twitch, just to give me some of Jeff Bezos' money. Because you can sub to the channel, chat, as you well know, using your Amazon Prime membership. You get 1 free sub per month. Why not use it here? So anyways, that's exciting news for today. I'm sort of messing around with things. There's work to be done still. You know, like I said, I need to fix the graphics. I'm actually doing a branding overhaul on the entire stream, so spent some time working on that yesterday, and it hasn't really rolled out. But we're making progress. We're getting there, and it's going to be really exciting to get some of this stuff working. It's so exciting. Oh, coffee. Coffee, 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 coffee. Thank you, Lobster, for reminding me to drink coffee. Coffee, coffee. So yeah, as you can see, we now have stream seeds, which are the currency that you earn by watching Twitch. No, that alert does not need to stay up quite so long. I wonder what I can do about that. I'll mess with that later. That's a problem for future me. It's kind of annoying, but... So it's one thing that I need to figure out how to communicate to chat without spending a lot of time on it is the difference between chat seeds and stream seeds. So stream seeds, you earn through Twitch, and chat seeds, you earn through chat. So if you look at this, that's my seeds that I've got available for the seed game in chat, which is just sort of a time killer so that chat doesn't get too quiet. There, the gardening mini game. So yeah, there's chat seeds, and then there's stream seeds. So I need to sort of figure out how I'm going to differentiate between the two. You know, this is annoying that this alert is not going away. It's just sitting there. Maybe when I change cameras. Nope, it's still on Zoom cam. Huh. Alrighty. Alrighty. Well, this is, you broke Twitch! Good job. Nah, I mean, let's see what happens if I redeem something. Maybe it just needs a little push to fix itself. Nope, it's completely broken. Good. Excellent. Alright, well, that's broken. Let's just, I can fix this quickly. Merp. Merp. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I don't think it's necessary to quit. Yeah, I know, I did that manually. I removed it manually from the scene. Oh well. Yeah. Things to play with. Oh, you know what? Nah. I'll mess with it later. In the meantime, I guess let's do a little bit of painting while we mess around. Oh, great. Yeah, my Zoom cam's not connected. I can fix that too. This is the disadvantage to using this computer during Twitch streams. There we go. Oh, let's go to Zoom Cam. Yeah, I use this computer during Battleground Games live streams, which means I have to move it from this room, which means I need to unplug a bunch of stuff. Oh well. So let's look at some of the things that I'm painting. We're still working on this enormous piece of terrain. We made significant progress last stream, where I painted out around the end here and wrapped around and started painting a little bit on this side. So we made some progress with that. We also, last stream, added some highlights to this tiny wall piece. So it's looking very nice now. We're going to add a little bit of flocking to that to give it a sort of overgrown look, and that'll be cool. And I have these two little planks that I've been working on. We added a wash and some highlights to one side of them. We're going to do that to the other side now. You can see that the wash is kind of glossy. I think that's a function of how incredibly humid it is. We've had a significant amount of rain in the past few days, but still slightly tacky in this room. Slightly warm. But it's okay. I'm going to hit it with a matte varnish, and that should fix that. But let's do a wash on the other side of these two, and then we'll go back to this large piece of terrain. God, I'm still so excited to finally have reached this stage with the chat, with the stream, to be reaching affiliate. It's a big step, chat. It's a big thing. I've been trying to work towards it for a long time. This is sort of today, this Friday, is sort of a dry run, just a test. Like, we've already discovered that we've broken the audio alerts. It's okay. What the? Fine. Okay. But we'll get them up and running again at some point. Just need to test with that. I wanted to sort of work out some of the kinks today because, of course, Monday. Good morning, Sphere Song. Good to see you. I was just talking about the fact that I am Twitch affiliated now. Hooray! Already we've broken something. I have ads. Well, yeah, I'm sorry about that. I'm gonna see what I can do to squash that. But yes, I am Twitch affiliated now, and I'm actually curious how good Twitch's ad algorithm is. I tend to sort of, I don't even look at the ads when they're playing, so I don't know what ads are playing on my channel for folks. Yeah, ads mean a tiny bit of income. I don't know. I'm not a fan of advertisements, but they are kind of funny. It's funny to think about what they might be advertising, because I don't get any input on that. It's entirely run by the Twitch algorithm, which means that it's Amazon, obviously. Yeah, Amazon. Anyways, it is exciting times for the stream, and I'm trying to sort of work out some of the kinks in the affiliate, like the ads and things like that. Because I want to be able to, next Monday, which is Monday the 5th of July, is Community Art Day for the stream. And I'm going to be working on, let's get it out, this, cute little orc boy. There he is. And we're going to be messing around with some new painting techniques. I based him in white, which I almost never do. But I did that for a very specific reason, and that's that I'm going to be using a lot of bright primary colors on him. And I felt they would look brighter and sharper with a white basing. But yeah, we're going to mess with that on Monday. And it's Community Art Day, so I'm going to be encouraging people to share their art in the Discord, and we'll sort of hang out, talk art. I'm trying to make it a monthly thing where we talk about art and share artistic tips and tricks, and just generally fan out about being artists, because I think everybody is an artist to some degree. Everybody has something that they can enjoy and do and feel excited about creating. So Monday is Community Art Day, and I wanted to work out some of the kinks of my new affiliate status before we get to Monday. So that's what we're doing today. We've already uncovered one problem, which is that the program I'm using, the widget that I'm using for audio alerts, has already broken, and I don't quite know. I mean, I'd imagine taking the stream down entirely and then bringing it back up would fix it, but other than that, I don't know what needs to be done. Because I feel like the error is not on the side of my stream, it's somewhere in the mysterious cloud where the sound files are held. Something has broken with the audio alert widget. I don't think it's my stream. So we'll get back to that. Somehow we'll figure out a way to fix it. In the meantime, as long as I'm streaming, I might as well add a wash to some things. Want to finish these two little planks so that I can bring them into the store so that people can start putting their figures on them. And that means getting a wash onto this side of them, and once we've got the wash on, we'll we'll wait for it to dry and then we'll maybe do a little bit of highlighting. I don't know if I'll have time for highlighting today, but possibly. Just trying to add some contrast here. As you can see, there's a lot of detail sculpted in here. It's not really apparent to the naked eye without a wash. That sky blue, so what was I using that for most recently? I was using it for highlights on something. It is a gorgeous blue. I haven't refreshed my palette in a while here, so there's a lot of dried on paint here. So one of the things that I had planned, and this is one of those, top secret plans that I've had ever since I started contemplating affiliate for my stream. But one of the things I plan to do is I am going to have a plaque, well, actually just a laminated sheet that will go with this demo that thanks my followers and subscribers by handle. So, in the Battleground Abington location, if you followed or subscribed to this stream during the process of me painting up this demo, you will be thanked. You will have your name listed on this piece of terrain. Well, on the whole Warcry kit. I'll show it off on stream when I get it finished, when I get it finalized. Probably post it to Discord too. Just as a thank you to you folks, because like I always say at the end of the stream, it is you, my viewers, that give me the motivation to get this stuff done. So you, the viewers, should be thanked for the final product. Made possible by generous contributions from Lobster of Revenge and Sphere Song, and many others. I'm excited to finally be able to start rolling out some of these features. I do not currently have any sub-emotes, but that's something I hope to have something by Monday. We'll see. There's a lot of details that I still need to work out. But we're getting there, chat. We're getting there. It's exciting times for the stream. Yes, Fear Song, you will have chat seeds if you do bang seeds. It'll tell you how many seeds you have earned in chat just from viewing the stream. And you can use those seeds in a gardening mini game. It's something I implemented just sort of to give folks something to do when chat gets quiet. So it doesn't get too dull for my viewers. I don't know how much Twitch you watch, but you will have seen perhaps the heist mini game that some folks have in their chat. This is the heist mini game just reskinned, because heist is not really what this stream is about. This stream is a more pastoral, community-based stream, so I made something slightly different out of it. Yay! We earned seeds from our gardening. I have to find other things to do with those seeds. I have to find other things to engage chat and make the stream more fun. Because I know there are times when I get distracted and the concentration required for some of the painting that I'm doing. This obviously is not concentrating. You know, there's not a lot of concentration involved in applying a wash quite liberally like I'm doing. I won't say that there's no concentration involved in applying a wash, because you can use a wash in a variety of ways, and definitely there's techniques involved. But what I'm doing right now is just really liberally applying the wash to everything. And it doesn't take that much thought, which is perfect for when I want to spend time chatting with chat. Okay, that's a wash done on one of these. One more that I want to get a wash on today. Yeah, exactly, Sphere Song. So right now, there's two in-chat currencies. Confusingly, they are both seeds. There's the chat seeds that we were just playing with, and then in the lower left corner of your chat window, there's a little channel rewards thing where you can redeem stream seeds to do stuff like highlight a message. Like that. So they're different currencies, but they're both earned the same way, basically. You earn seeds by viewing, by hosting, sharing the channel. I think you earn seeds by doing bits and doing cheers and stuff like that. I can't remember all of the different ways to earn them. But yes, ultimately what I want to do is have, like you mentioned, ways to redeem them. One of the ways to redeem them we've already broken today, which is you can do audio cues. And I don't know what went wrong with it, but it's busted. And we'll have to mess with that a little bit more later. Aha! Sphere Song has quite a few seeds. You've watched my stream for 12 hours, Sphere Song. That's impressive. Now, aiming the camera at Clara, while a worthy reward, is not really something that is possible here. Oh, something got redeemed. Was that bits? Thank you so much for the bit. Checking to see how many stream seeds a bit is worth. Experimentation. And I believe that makes Lobster of Revenge this week's bit leader in the leaderboards with his 1 bit. I appreciate it. Thank you. So what I was saying, sorry, I got distracted. What I was saying is that, yes, I love the idea of redeeming points to have me point the camera at Clara, but I am in the Clara-free room. The guest room where I have my painting set up is the cat-free room in our apartment. And we did this for 2 reasons. One, we want to have a guest room that people who have cat allergies can use without danger of it killing them. Well, or at least seriously harming them. If their allergy is particularly bad, they probably can't visit at all because we clean frequently, but there's cat hair. There's cat hair everywhere. And even in the guest room there is cat hair. In fact, that's one of the audio cues that I wanted to create. I don't think I put it in there yet. But we wanted a cat-free space that people could utilize when they visit. And also, I was well aware when I started painting that I wanted a space where there was less cat hair. I did paint the first couple of times I painted on stream. I painted in the kitchen, and it was a suboptimal space, and there's significantly more cat hair in the kitchen than there is here in the guest room. So we decided, my wife and I, that our hobby space in this room would be a cat-free space. Which means pointing a camera at Clara is a little bit more difficult. Because she's not in this room, she's out in the apartment at large. I believe she's right now curled up on my wife's pillow. At least that's where she was when last I saw her. I'm sure I could somehow rig a remote camera. But then, you know, if she moved, because at 3 years old she doesn't sleep all day. But if she moved, she would move off camera and I'd have to actually leave the streaming room to reset it. I don't know. But I do want to think of some other cool things that folks can redeem channel points for. Redeem stream seeds. I'm so irritated that the notifications got borked. Well, maybe it's working now? I'm gonna try one of the sound cues and see if it works. Yeah, it worked. Alright, so whatever was broken is fixed again. Hooray! And coffee. Except now it's not going away again. Something's not right. I'll work on that later. Oh, are we gardening? So I think the next things that I need to update, I need to get the first sub emote going, because that's one of the perks of being a sub. One of the perks is you don't get ads, which that's a pretty good perk. But one of the perks of being a sub is you get the channel sub emotes. And I don't have any channel sub emotes, so that's something I need to get fixed ASAP. And the nice, Fierce Son, you got some seeds out of that. I want to update the graphics that Streamlabs displays for subs and follows. The default graphic for cheering bits, it's fine. You know, I'm fine with it. But I'd like to have a different graphic for follows and subscriptions. So, need to work on that a little bit. Good morning, Jen! Hello and welcome to my newly affiliated stream. You may actually be behind a advertisement wall, so I'll wait and make sure that you are able to hear me before we enthuse about having you in chat. Just tell me, Jen, when your ad is over. Founding member Jen. Definitely a founding member of the stream. So Jen, I was telling folks earlier that one of the things I'm rolling out for the stream is, ooh, thank you very much for the bits. I appreciate that. Oh, for the sub. Oh my goodness. Sphere Song has potential emotes. Clara, epic beard. I don't know if this is an epic beard. This is, I mean, the hair is definitely epic. And wave of blue wash. Yeah, you're not wrong there. That's one of the clips that's in the archive. If I can get audio alerts working again. Hang on. Hang on, chat. Because this keeps breaking. No, it's still busted. I don't understand. Maybe the sound will work even if the video's not working. One of the sounds that I've implemented is a, well, that's gonna happen. I'm not hearing it. Why do you gotta be so busted, sound alerts? Oh well. A problem for future me to try and figure out why that's not working. I can't believe I've already got 2 subs. Exciting times, chat. Exciting times. But yes, Jen, one of the features that I'm going to be rolling out for the stream is credits on the finished works that I've done. So there's going to be a laminated sheet that will live with this Warcry store demo that thanks my followers and subs, and your handle is going to be on that. I should probably make that an opt-in thing. Like, I don't know. What do you think, chat? Should I thank all of my subs by handle? So, you know, we'll say, thank you, Lobster of Revenge. Thank you, Showtech Saint. Or is that too intrusive? And should I make it a opt-in thing? In which case, I don't know how I set that up. Maybe I have a questionnaire or something in the Discord that people can use to opt in. In general, I prefer opt-in to default participation. Like, some people, for whatever reason, would not necessarily want to be thanked in the credits. So it's something to ponder.
River's current flows inside each act of grace.
But I do want to have a laminated sheet that lives with this demo that says, these are the people who helped make this possible. Because I always say that. I always say that you folks make this possible. And more so now than ever before, because, you know, in the past it's been purely emotional support, you know, moral. But now that folks can do subs and bits and stuff like that, you folks are offering financial support to the stream. Financial support which will be translated into probably paints and supplies. I don't anticipate this becoming a major revenue stream for me, but I do think that, I mean, I spend money on paints and supplies anyways, but I might as well get to claim them on my taxes as a business expense, right? Immoral support. Yes, thank you very much, Sphere Song. And that's very ambitious to say that I'm going to become insanely popular. I'll tell you a secret, chat. Just between us, because there's not that many people in chat today. My ultimate life goal is to be the Bob Ross of miniature painting. I don't think I'm there. But practice, right? Keep just working at it. And I want to be that guy that people just, you know, you hang out with me and I do some chill painting and we all sort of share in our delight for doing artistic things. It doesn't have to be painting. That's what next Monday is all about. That's what Community Art Day, the first Monday of every month, is going to be about, is sharing in a love of art. So I hope you'll be able to join me for that. I'm looking forward to it. Coffee. All right, that is the wash on those two pieces there. Now, let's put those aside to dry for a little bit. I might have time to do some finishing details on there. What is the most delicious version of coffee to me? So I had, until I consumed it all, a very nice, it was sort of a Mexican blend. It was coffee and chocolate and a little bit of spice. That was some darn good coffee. I'm going to have to invest in getting myself some more of that at some point. In general, I am a non-taster, so it takes really strong flavors to affect my palate. It's sort of the polar opposite of my wife. Amanda is a super taster, and things have much more flavor to her. Very subtle flavors are very strong for Amanda. So for her, she can't even drink coffee. It's too bitter. It is just, it puckers her face. She really cannot stand, even with a ton of sugar and chocolate and stuff in it. She can't do coffee. For me, most things taste the same. So, coffee, whatever. Oh, are we gardening again? All right, give me a sec here. I'm going to take a quick bio break. So give me a couple of moments, chat. I will be right back. Oops. Sorry, messing around with too many different things. So yeah, I will be right back. You folks chat amongst yourselves. I'm going to try and run an ad. I don't know if... I can't remember the command. I should learn this. I think it's bang commercial. All right. I'm going to run a quick ad, which those of you who are subbed will not see, and those of you who are not subbed will see, and I will be back in just a couple of moments. And I'm back. Hello, chat. How's everybody? I don't know if that worked or not. Sphere Song, did you end up getting a commercial there? So, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out how this stuff works. Supposedly, I believe this is how this works. If I run midstream ads like that periodically, and it's a good opportunity for me to just get up and stretch and take a bio break, refill my coffee, make sure everybody is taking care of themselves. But if I run midstream ads, it's supposed to not do the pre-roll ads. So when people are logging in, the first thing they see isn't an ad. Maybe that will work? I don't know. This is all new to me, folks. I'm still figuring this out. Did anybody hear the You Rock sound alert that Lobster just ran? I don't know if that worked or not. I don't know, chat. I don't know why sound alerts are being... You did not hear it. Okay. So sound alerts are still broken. Great. Yeah, Sphere Song has not heard any of the sound alerts yet. Alright, okay. I'll do some debugging on that off stream. I'm not going to waste a lot of time on it today. What I am going to get back to is this giant piece of terrain. So we're going to continue. I just want to see how far we can paint. We've got basically 3 more panels here, but then we've got this whole bit here that I want to get paint on as well. So this is going to be a largish painting job. I probably won't finish it today. But we're making some progress. Like last stream, which was Wednesday, we did this. So we got a significant portion painted. I could probably do this faster if I wasn't trying to do so much detail. Like, in general, I think I have learned when doing terrain, you don't necessarily need to do this much detail. But I started it that way, and dag nabbit, I'm going to finish it that way. I wish I knew what was going on with sound alerts. You know when you know how something should work and you can't make it do what it's supposed to do? You know what I'm talking about, chat. That's kind of irritating. That as far as you can tell, you have something set up to do a thing. And no matter what you do, it won't do the thing you expect it to do. This debugging is such a pain. There's probably some perfectly simple explanation. There's something I haven't set, or there's an easy way to reset it that I'm not stumbling upon. But I can't figure it out. And I don't want to spend all of my stream trying to debug something that is, at best, a silly little perk and not a major part of the stream's identity. So, mess with it in my leisure time. Maybe look in some forums and see if anybody else has had a similar issue with that particular widget. we know at least that bits and subs are working. So, some things are working, some things are not. Sphere Song, did you ever see the figures that I painted prior to the War Cry? I was working on Underworld figures. Oh, you like playing with fake foliage? Yeah, that's fun. I'm gonna post to Discord quickly. In my Share Your Accomplishments channel. I have to scroll back a bit here. Burp, 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 burp. Man, I really have to scroll back. There we go. Okay. So I just posted a video in my Share Your Accomplishments. Just because you had asked about that bright blue, it's going to take it a while to process because it's a video. Oh, it's too big. Dang it. Alright, that's fine. I'll post a picture instead. There. So you had asked about the blue. That picture that I just posted to the Discord is some figures that I used that brilliant sky blue on as sort of highlights. I'm super happy with how those figures came out looking. I went very far from the original paint scheme, the recommended GW paint scheme for those figures. But the end result is something I'm very proud of. That was something I did before I started streaming my painting, so that was all painted off stream. was my first real experiments with blending colors on the model. And I'm pretty satisfied with how that experiment went. You know me, I am always trying to do something new and interesting with my painting. And those were a good learning experience. And speaking of playing with fake greenery, let's not forget this time at the end of today's stream. I want to do it at the end because it makes a mess. But let's not forget that I want to do some flocking on this little wall piece. I'm going to put it here to remind me, because I want to do that. It really does an enormous amount of work in making the piece feel more alive. Just adding a little bit of greenery. So I want to try and remember to do that. I was going to do it at the end of last stream, and then I forgot. But that's the last thing I need to do to that piece to move it to the done category. And you folks know how I love doing that. Moving those pieces from mostly done to completely done. This plan seems a little half-baked. Oh no, I assure you, it's fully baked. Yes, that's a Graduate reference. That's probably fairly obscure now. Does anybody even know what The Graduate is anymore? Did my phone just run out of batteries? No, it's okay. I have been having trouble with my phone lately. It has been running out of batteries a lot faster than once it did. I think it's a combination of age and the current operating software. It is It needs some work, is what I'm saying. probably need to get a new phone at some point. It's a lowish priority for me. If the only problem my phone has is that it needs to be plugged in frequently, I'm probably okay, because most times I am somewhere where I can plug it in. Like, I could go grab a jack and plug it in now if I needed to. I have a plug in my car, and I have a plug at work, and I have a plug by the bed. So generally, most of the time, my phone can be plugged in. And it's got enough charge that it can last maybe an hour and a half or so before it runs out of juice just sitting there. Maybe 2 hours. It's still slightly irritating that it's reached that stage. I suspect that there's something running in the background, and it's something that installed itself relatively recently, because I've noticed that my phone is running warm. It feels warm. So something is going on with my phone. And I think it might be the COVID tracking software that got installed with the most recent OS update. It says it doesn't track your location, but I think it uses a significant amount of net and or processing power. I tried to go into the options for the phone and deactivate it, but it seems to be hardwired in now. And I guess I'm in favor in general of something that could potentially alert people if I were to be exposed, and it could alert others. But it seems fairly intrusive if it's actually using my internet and running my battery down. Still probably better than the NHS COVID tracker, which apparently has all sorts of problems. Yeah, use Bluetooth. Yeah, maybe a job for factory reset. This phone has so much garbage on it. I have a tendency to download apps, use them for a little while, and never delete them. So, yeah, maybe. It is like a 7-year-old phone. So, I'm probably lucky that it's even still supported by Apple. Someday I'll get a new phone. Some glorious day. I don't feel like I'm making a lot of progress on actual painting today, but I'm kind of okay with that. because today was more about hanging out with my chat and testing out some of the new features. So, I apologize if you came for the painting content. Today is low on painting and high on tech issues. I also really feel like this particular activity, which is painting this large piece of terrain, one of 4 large pieces of terrain, is not super thrilling to watch because it's fairly monotonous, because I'm painting the same shapes over and over again, which I've mentioned before. Just makes me look forward to Monday all the more, because Monday I'm going to be trying some new tricks, trying to do some new and unusual things with paint. New for me. So, that's something to really look forward to. Oops. That's fine. Whatever. Burp. You're here for the cool statue? Going to be... That's another future project of mine. I have I already have planned out what I'm going to be doing for my next community art day at the beginning of August. And it involves a cool statue. So that's something else to look forward to. I've got all these little sort of experimental paint projects that I have planned to do and never got around to. And I'm sort of taking advantage of my community art day plan to actually execute some of these projects. So this Monday, the 5th, I'm going to be working on this orc that I showed off earlier today. And I'm going to be doing some fun paint experimentation with that. And we'll see how that goes. Might be a disaster. Might not work at all. We'll see. But my next community art day, the first Monday of August, I'm going to be doing a larger set piece. Not huge, but it involves several bits. So there's going to be some sculpting involved, and I'm going to be doing some more paint experimentation. So I'm just reminded by Sphere Song saying that he's here for the statue. I assume you're talking about the column here. Because these columns have these sort of reliefs. These Stormcast Eternal reliefs. I should really do some of this off stream. Just to get it done. I want to complete these 4 large pieces of terrain, because that will pretty much mean that we're done with all the Warcry stuff. These 4 large pieces of terrain are near to the end of all the Warcry demo. Feels like I've been doing Warcry for ages, because I have been doing Warcry for ages. Took me a couple months to get all this stuff done. Just further evidence that I'm not a particularly fast painter. Oh, Sphere Song. You recently rolled a new character for an RPG with a 6 for Constitution and a 8 for Strength. Yeah. That does sound like an interesting character to run. Put all your dump stats into survival. That is, I mean, you just keep that character to the back of the line, I guess, and rely on wit and charisma to save the day. I have a Alien RPG session coming up next Thursday. I need to do some prep work for that. Certainly the discourse regarding Alien recently, in the last day or so, has been helpful to me, I suppose. Supposedly the next Alien movie has been announced, and the filmmaker made some form of a statement about it being a tale of unresolved class struggle, and a certain portion of the internet exploded about how could you make your Alien movie political, to which the general response I've seen is, how did you not think Alien was political? And how did you miss the fact that it's anti-corporation? Like, the true bad guy in every Alien movie is the corporation trying to exploit the workers. That's not a new thing. But anyways, having all that going on in my Twitter feed is making me want to play the Alien RPG even more. I just have to buckle down and do some prep work for this thing that I'm running on Thursday. I have collected a truly stellar group of role players, and I I feel a strong, I don't know, I worry that I am not going to be worthy of them. I want to do justice both to my players and to the source material. So, need to do a little bit of prep work there. For a long time, it was a problem for future me. And now, of course, Thursday is only, less than a week away. So it's a problem for current me. Probably spend some time on Saturday working on that. Oh, thank you very much, Sphere Song. And I would argue that there is negligible difference between the prison industry and corporate evildoers with reference to Aliens 3. Sad fact, at least in America, is that the prison industry is a corporate entity, which is terrifying. It's also legalized slavery. I'm seeing a lot recently about the fact that the firefighting industry in California relies very much on prison labor and legalized slavery. And the fact that people were sent home from prison so as to avoid infecting them with COVID has resulted in a lack of firefighters in California. Oh, man. Terrifying dystopian society. Alright, I think I'm going to have to wrap this up pretty soon, because I do want to do that flocking, and we're getting near to the end of my allotted stream time for today. I'm going to try and finish this one column that I'm working on, and then we're going to not forget today to do the flocking on this little tiny wall. So we're getting close. So Sphere Song, one of the problems with incarceration in America is very much that it is a punitive and not reformative thing. That's why recidivism is so strong, is that the people in the prison system are not provided much in the way of resources to assist them in doing anything other than being part of the prison system. So that's an excellent point, that providing them with something that could be applicable to an outside life is a reformative thing. The downside being, last I heard, it's actually quite difficult for these prisoners, once they are released, to actually get hired as firefighters, because they have a record, and it works against, they've got useful experience, but they're also they have something on their permanent record that can make it difficult for them to find an actual job. So it's almost like offering them something and then taking it away, which seems just unimaginably cruel. But that's America. That's the society we live in. Unimaginably cruel. Hopefully, things will reach a stage where there is a better prison to workforce pipeline, where you take people who have been provided an opportunity in prison to learn new skills, and you actually introduce them into the workforce as skilled labor. In an ideal world, that's how things would work. We obviously do not live in an ideal world. And I don't know how it is in Canada, but in the US, when something is on your permanent record, it impacts your potential hiring forever. And there may be people who do believe that you've paid your debt to society, but the fact of the matter is, from a realistic standpoint, that doesn't actually happen. This is why it's so important that once we decriminalize things like marijuana, we also expunge the records of anybody who was incarcerated for the use or distribution of marijuana. Because it's effing bullshit is what it is. That they should continue to pay in perpetuity for the rest of their lives for something that's not even a crime anymore. Okay, just about done with this. We didn't make a lot of progress, but we made a little progress. Got one segment done on this wall. I'll see if I can do some off-stream work on it. I've got some time Sunday morning before, not much time, because Sunday is the 4th of July, and in the US it's a big holiday, and I'm going to have family over. But I should have a little bit of time on Sunday that I can apply some paint. Let's do that flocking on that wall, which I deliberately left for last, because it's going to make a mess, because every time I do this, it makes a mess. We'll wrap up today's stream, and I will be back on Monday for Community Art Day, and I hope that folks can join me for that. Should be a truly spectacular time. There. How's that look, chat? Progress. Not enormous progress, but a little progress. Put that to one side. Don't forget to clean your brushes thoroughly, chat. This brush has seen a lot. Battle weary and well worn. Lost the lid for it. It's rolled under stuff. All right. So this flocking process is super simple. We've done this a few times before. This stuff is so much fun to play with. So we're just gonna get out some glue, just using Elmer's Carpenter wood glue, like I do. There we go. And then we're using a old, much abused brush here to apply that glue to the model. And my theory is, well, first I should look for any areas I want to cover up. there's any bit here that I'm embarrassed by, there really isn't. This is pretty well done. But if there was any bit that I didn't want to be seen, I could cover that up. But my theory is we're trying to make this look mossy and overgrown, and it should taper from the bottom to the top. So I'm going to put a wider base of glue on the bottom. And then sort of taper it and put it in the cracks, because that's how moss would gather on something, is in the cracks and crevices. And then grab some of the flocking. And this is why this makes such a mess. This stuff is just so light and it gets everywhere. We're just going to sort of mash it into the glue. There. And then you want to sort of get rid of some of the excess. That works so well. It looks so interesting on the model. Make sure that the glue is taking hold. Cool. Let's add some to the other side as well. Add bunnies and squirrels. One of the figures in the new Warhammer Fantasy, the new Age of Sigmar set, the big Dominion box, one of the figures in the new Dominion box has on its sculpted base a lizard squirrel. It's a squirrel with like a lizard tail and fangs. It's tiny because, you know, it's a detail on the base, but it amused me a great deal to see this lizard squirrel. I recently saw in one of the groups that I follow somebody who had used the sort of meadow undergrowth flocking to make some meadow grass, and had applied, I don't even know how they did it, probably with tweezers, but had applied flowers to the top of some of the grass stems. It was just such an incredibly intricate, tiny piece of detail. And I really appreciated that. I was like, wow, that's beyond what I'm capable currently of doing. This is sort of the level I'm at, just mashing stuff in with my big stubby fingers. I'm not at the point of adding meadow flowers with tweezers. Maybe someday. Look at what a mess I've made, chat. Look at all the flocking. It's everywhere. Oh my goodness. That's why I did this last. Look at this. Alright. Well, I'm going to wrap up for today. I think I've had a lot of fun today. Just playing with the flocking, and we got some paint on models, which is, like Lobster says, progress is progress. Dang, I'm trying to get this to go in. There we go. Just stick to the model. Don't stick to my fingers. Stick to the model. Alright. We made some progress today. We got some painting done. And most of all, I had a lot of fun hanging out with you, chat, and testing some of the things that I want to have as part of my channel now that we are finally into affiliate status. It's a big step, and I'm excited about it, and I really hope that we can get it to stick. So, you rock, chat. Even if I can't get the sound effects to work, you rock. Thank you for joining me. I hope everybody has a really pleasant weekend. Those of you in the US who have an opportunity to enjoy the 4th of July, enjoy the 4th of July in a safe manner. If you're in California, please don't use fireworks. Just don't. Just please don't. Don't burn the state down. I would appreciate that. And tonight at 10 p.m., Amanda will be continuing to read from Swallows and Amazons, a rollicking tale of children adventuring in the lakelands in the UK from the 40s or 30s. It's a spectacular book, and I'm really enjoying it. And on Monday, of course, here on my now affiliated channel, I will be working on this orc for Community Art Day. So I look forward to seeing everybody for Community Art Day. In the meantime, be excellent to each other, friends, and enjoy whatever art it is you choose to do. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye, everybody.